What if we knew its story? What if we truly understood the reason why? The YMCA is one of the largest movements in the world. It's in 120 countries, over 14,000 locations. But the purpose of the YMCA is more than just a health club. It's more than just a family-friendly gym. The purpose of the YMCA is meant to be 14,000 lighthouses, shining out the love of God in the communities of the world. The story began on a farm. The story began on this farm. A farm in southwest England with rolling green hills as far as the eyes can see. A land with rugged coastlines, with dense forests, and never-ending green pastures. A land with quaint little towns that reflect the idyllic English lifestyle. It began with a birthday. George Williams was born October 11, 1821, 200 years ago. He was the youngest of 8 boys, and they lived on this amazing farm with many sheep and cows and unending fields of hay. George Williams was a hay farmer. He came from generations of hay farmers. He spent his days gathering hay and bundling hay and leading his hay cart down well-worn paths. One of these paths leads from the farm down through the woods and takes you on a journey that leads down by the river into the beautiful tar steps, an ancient bridge made of stone that crosses over the River Barrow. And day after day after day, as he would lead his hay cart, his mind and his heart would just wander off to other places. And one day, he didn't notice that the sky above him had turned dark black. There was a storm upon him, and suddenly there started to be a downpour of rain. And so George Williams began to make it as fast as he could towards his home. And as he did, the hay cart got stuck in a rut. It flipped over, and there was young 14-year-old George Williams laying on the ground, full of mud, full of hay, crying out in the very depth of his heart, there has to be something more. There was this longing that would rise up within him. He was yearning for a different story. He was aching for a higher purpose. George Williams wanted his life to be used for something meaningful. The story of the YMCA began with a young person who was longing for a different path. The story of the YMCA began with a search for the reason why.